You need not dip a finger in a boiling water to know the boiling point. You need not poke your fingers in the eyes of a madman to appreciate the color of his madness. He'll show you in 9D the beauty of Madagascar. You need not ask your neighbor how far. I guess Mandela calls it a long walk to freedom. It is a long walk to freedom. But haven't we been walking? Thousands and millions of man march everywhere. You could literally see the fire on our heads. We are burning. But like the fate of the fire on the matchstick, the fire refuses to stick, quenched along tribal lines, ethnicity, religion. Tí o bá gbà láti jẹ́ ọmọ ìyá, nígbè àlè jẹ́ ọmọ ìyá. Idankaya da kazama da nwana to muna iya zama nyanwa. Ọ bụrụ na ikwere na ịbụ nwanne m, anyị nwere ike ịbụ ụmụnne. Ini bina kimi ma pardon mini say, bina otu ma pardon. But why don't we each make the first move? Cause the chaos that will make people go nuts in the north will make the west a wild, wild west, cause an unrest in the east and make them shout in the south. We need not cane ourselves when we can be our brother's keepers. So let it ring a bell. Now we need not kill ourselves when we can be our brother's keepers. The goal is credit together, it shouldn't matter who scores for the team. So as it sweets you, if it sweet me too. You don't need to pain you for him to sweet me. And as we carry this fire on our heads, let's remember that we are no matchsticks. Because if the fire is a symbol of revolution, the matchstick doesn't carry it for long. But this fire longs to stay for long. This fire yearns for a concourse. It is polygamous. It understands that two good heads are better than one, and teamwork would always win. This is no ordinary platitude, so the fire comes calling the multitude. Like God to Saul, pause. Let's have this conversation. Anyone who refuses this call may fall like Saul on his way to Damascus, and no, they can't mask us. Even if they try to mask themselves, would unmask them and give them the mass curse. This scale must fall off every eye until we see that there's a whale in the sea waiting for every Jonah, and the voice of the people wailing these seas. These seas have no tribal inclinations. This nation, this ship of state must surely sail. So whenever we cast the lot on this ship of state, we must make an emphatic statement. For if the Lord's back out, look back, we will turn into a pillar of salt, would remain stagnant, the ballot. The ballot remains our only bailout here. We do not support violence here, my dear. So it's ballot over bullet for us to fix things. We'll take the X after Malcolm, make it a prefix, an emblem. Call it cancel culture on those who choose to spite our future. Those who sacrifice our future on the altar of their ambition. Attention! Putting a dead tree in a living room doesn't make it living. For how does the eye unsee what the eye saw? When what the eye saw was an eyesore. Optical injuries piercing through the iris, green memories. Just so you know, Peter Piper didn't pick a peck of pickled paper at the toll gate. What he picked were bullet shells, proofs. This bullet proofs are a testament to the fact that a bullet is mostly shy, so it moves from one shell and tries to hide in another shell, a man's bosom. What else is bulletproof than the hole a bullet makes in a man's bosom? When we were kids, we were taught to say a prayer before eating. So we put our hands together. Now I realize it's a metaphor that represents two sides of the jungle, and I'm not talking pizza. How do we explain? How do we explain that people went to church to pray, their hands clasped, a metaphor that represents both the predator and the prey? How does one become a prey in the house of prayer? Are the prayers of those spread upon answered prayers for the predators? Because our prayers don't seem to stop these predator energies. Where I'm from is a jungle. You're either a predator or a prey, meaning you're either on the left or the right. The left are for those left behind without rights, amputees, rights, handicapped, and the right are for those who determine what's right from what's left, and those who should stand right or left, a survival of the fittest. So those in the left wing pray everything works out fine, but everything has refused to go to the gym because the gatekeepers are those in the right wing. Verily, it takes one man to make a difference. Verily, that man needs a crusade, an army. Verily, one man cannot make a crusade, an army. But how do we know the one man that is the true man? We've had them come and go like the ebb and flow, chanting 2 legs bad, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, 4 legs good. Then they snowball into failing at Waterloo. Napoleons. The view of the road changes when the passenger assumes the seat of the driver. For this seat is a screwdriver, it screws everything up. But the nation that has the eagle on its coat of arms allow it soar. Or is the eagle imprisoned and the coat of arms a symbol for chaos? God will not come down to save us.